to The 80sist, the podcast that uses your votes to determine the most totally 80s song ever to play while you walked around a high school dance pretending you didn't want to dance with a particular specific girl. In Cleveland, I'm Keith Marsteller, kind of the master of that, but joining me from Seattle, it's the creator of The 80sist, my longtime friend and co-host, and he's also kind of a master of not asking girls to dance. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Joe Walk. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Keith. How's it going?
I'm well, man. How are you?
Keith, I didn't think I'd enjoy fascism, but darned if it isn't pleasant.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
Well, the news outlets are all reporting happy news, and my social media feed is no longer filled with dissent thanks to the oligarchs.
Dude.
Keith, it's so relaxing to just shut off one's critical thinking skills and just let Donald take the wheel.
Okay.
I hear we're getting rid of a bunch of folks, getting them out of the country,
Yeah.
so soon it will be just us straight white folks, and we won't have to be all confused when someone doesn't look or act like us.
Joe, man.
Keith,
Joe.
I can feel the folds in my brain smoothing out. Everything is just sort of flat and accepting.
Are you done yet?
I don't know, is that fucking prick still destroying democracy?
Yeah, but anyway, how about we discuss some music?
All right. That would be nice, too. I'm taking my Soma and just jumping right in.
Oh, shit. Well, welcome back to the darkest timeline. I mean,
Welcome
the
back.
80s. Welcome back. Today, it's our 54th show of Side B.
Wow.
And we are going to discuss the last two matchups in the singers region, i.e., the final four songs, i.e., the Sweet 16 entries from the singers region. So
That's a lot of IEs, Keith.
yeah, I'd like to present it a few different ways so everyone understands that we're down to 16 songs. And
No, I get it.
yeah.
I get it.
Well, Joe, two matchups, again, as the way we've been doing it tonight. And let's get started with the very first one. Fight!
2 songs enter. 1 song leaves.
It's the tale of the tape. He's out!
Number 9 seed, Only in My Dreams by Debbie Gibson, was a hit between 1986 and 1987. It reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. To arrive in the third round, Debbie narrowly upset number 16, Looking for a New Love by Jody Watley, getting 58% of the votes. A pretty close one there.
Very close. Well, Joe, making an appearance in the regional Final Four is 13 seed Toy Soldiers has advanced. And this was a smash, a number 1 smash for Martika in 1989. Now, to advance to the third round, Martika rose up and narrowly defeated the heavy favorite 5 seed Head to Toe by Lisa and Cult Jam, occasionally with full force, but not in this case. Martika took 53% of the vote for an even closer margin of victory. Just a few votes with the amount we
You
get.
could say she eked out a victory
She
there.
eked it out.
That's some eking.
Whew, man. So that's where we're at. We've got 2 women, both lower seeds, a 9 and a 13, and they're moving forward. Let's play a little bit of each of them and decide which one we think is the 80s of the two. Starting with Debbie Gibson.
Every time I'm telling secrets, I remember how it used to be.
All right, I'm going to jump ahead to give it a little extra. Well, that's we skipped to the end to maybe get something different. It ended up being a little bit more of the same, but that's the risk you take when you blindly needle drop in the end of the song.
A little repetitive.
A little repetitive, but hey, she was 16 when she wrote it. I'll give her a pass.
That's true.
Here's Toy Soldiers by Martika. Oh, that kids chorus, Joe.
Those little dickens.
Should have been this way. What can I say? It's true, I did extend the invitation. I never knew how long you'd stay. When you hear temptation call, it's your heart that takes the fall. Won't you come out and play with me? Step by step, heart to heart, left, right, left, we all fall down. Like toy soldiers. Bit by bit, torn apart. We'll never win, but the battle wages on for toy soldiers.
All right, same deal. I'm dropping a needle in the end of the song. Here we go.
All right.
This is all.
Yep. Sounds like it's going to be some more of the chorus here at the end,
Won't you come out and play with
but maybe more urgent.
Step by step, heart to heart.
Yeah, no, that's definitely more urgent.
Or maybe it's copy and pasted from the first one. I don't know.
Like toy soldiers. Bit by bit, torn apart. Never win, but the battle wages on for toy soldiers.
We got that background vocal though. All right, well, there you go. That's the two songs. You've now heard a little bit of each, and let's find out, review how these got here. Joe, I don't know what you were doing in the 80s, but it wasn't listening to music.
Keith, were you awake when you chose this song?
All right, number 9 seed, Only in My Dreams, comes in with 87 points. I did not rank it, so 65 of those points are for me. Keith gave it 22 points. This is 100% Keith's fault.
Yeah.
You're listening to Debbie Gibson.
That's my bad, guys. 13 seed Toy Soldiers came in with 96 points. 47 from Joe, 49 from me. So that is damn near equal responsibility for Martika being in the countdown. Mm-hmm. And so there you go. We got one that you did not rank at all, and one that you put on in your top 50. Both of us did.
That's not saying much.
No, it's not saying a lot, but let's find out how you feel about these songs and how I feel about
That's
them.
the way it has to be, 'cause that's the way I like it.
Keith, I love this song.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
That's the way it has to be, 'cause that's
All
the way
right.
I like
Joe, what do you
it.
think about Debbie Gibson's Only in My Dreams?
I don't like it. How about you?
Do you hate it?
I don't hate it.
You don't hate it.
I don't have that much emotion about it, really. I just don't like it. How about you?
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of having that unwanted album from Columbia Records and Tapes. So I don't hate it either. I don't love it. It's either a mild like or a mild annoyance. I'm not sure where I am at this point. Having heard it so many times in the past month now, it has definitely moved the needle towards annoyance. I don't want to listen to the song anymore.
I don't blame you.
If
What
you
about
give me-
Toy Soldiers?
Toy Soldiers, I still like. I still like Toy Soldiers. I think it's a pretty decent track. What about you?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
But man,
And I
listening,
like it. Solid like.
listening this time, I am just absolutely astounded by what they did. Like, first of all, she's got a good voice. But
Yeah.
then second, whatever it was they did, like these Def Leppard like sound layers that they had to have been doing to get her to sound like that.
Yeah, no, the processing they did on her voice is otherworldly at times.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And like I kind of forget that that's not all her necessarily, but
Right.
all right, well, let's make some brief arguments about which one of these is the more 80s song, and let's do that here. Enter the courtroom.
Can you answer the
I'll
question?
just get right to it, Joe. Which
Yeah.
one do you want to talk about first? Do you have something you want to say about these?
I don't have a ton more to say on either of these. Let's talk about Only in My Dreams, I guess. We'll go in order.
Sure.
And Only in My Dreams is, I mean, it's a very poppy song. It's a teeny bop pop song.
It's super bubblegum-y.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and Debbie has her place in 80s lore, right?
right. I mean, so I guess maybe you want to say that culturally Debbie Gibson had more impact than Martika.
There was that whole going to concerts at shopping malls based
Right.
on her and Tiffany not being old enough to play in actual clubs.
Right.
Martika has no claim to any such cultural touchstone like that.
That's true. That's true. So I guess an argument you could make is that Debbie Gibson was bigger in 80s culture and more represented 80s young teen culture.
Right. But on the other hand, Toy Soldiers, bigger hit, okay? Not that this matters in our arguments, but better song.
Yeah, definitely a better song. One I would feel better about voting for, but
More 80s sound.
Listening
cool
to it,
sound.
Yeah, no, there's all kinds of 80s sounds in there.
Yeah.
There's some 80s guitar that we got to that I maybe hadn't heard when we played it, snippets before.
Yeah.
Just for listening to the whole thing on my own. There's a lot of synth in there. The layers of vocals.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's just a lot of production here, right?
A lot of production for sure. There's then and it's again once again we have the difference between a fast song and a slow song, right?
Right.
Like Debbie's is like bopping along but being a slow song doesn't make you not 80s, as we've proven with Pete Cetera tearing up the movie bracket with the Glory of Love, So
yeah, I mean, it's got that drama. I mean, we've talked about that before. To me, 80s Gen X teenage years, drama counts, and this has drama in spades.
It's got drama. The videos, if you remember, harking back to those videos, the Gibson video might be a little more stereotypically 80s with how innocent and
Right.
how neon and simplistic and ridiculous it is, like essentially written by a child.
Right.
And yeah, just and lyrically, Toy Soldiers is far, far more advanced.
Oh, yeah.
We're dealing with drug and alcohol addiction, right? And losing people and people dying and shit.
I mean, although you don't know that Only in My Dreams isn't about drug and alcohol addiction.
Well,
maybe, Only in My Dreams are you sober. We don't know.
Maybe. So it depends on which way you want to go in terms of what's more 80s to you, right? Complete, total innocence or this kind of more complicated thing that Toy Soldiers has going on,
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not a slam dunk for me, but I feel like I have decided on a vote. I don't know about you though. What about you?
Yeah, no, same. I'm ready. I didn't come into this really knowing either way, but my mind's pretty made up now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will be going first because the 9 seed is a favorite and is odd. But I would like to partake in a few bongos while I make sure of my decision. Let's see.
Bongos are always helpful.
All right. I'm ready to render my verdict, Joe. And here's my thought process. I feel like Toy Soldiers is just more my 80s experience. Only in My Dreams, I think we've run its course. I can't believe it's made it this far. Yes, I put it in there. Yes, I ranked it pretty highly 80s because of the pop element and the Mall of America type shit.
The mall of it all.
The mall of it all. But at this point, I just feel like Toy Soldiers more represents my 80s. Now, you young ladies out there who maybe were Debbie fans, maybe your vote's different. But Joe, where do you come out on this one, man? What's your verdict?
Oh, I'm right there with you. I'm going Toy Soldiers. I'm going Martika. Again, although one can argue that Only in My Dreams was had more of a cultural footprint, it wasn't. I was not anywhere near that footprint. So,
right,
Toy Soldiers is definitely more my 80s as well.
And Only My Dreams hit when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Martika hit when we were, in college, or you were a senior, or I was, you might have already been in college. I don't remember what month it was in '89, but yeah, just listening to them back to back, the sound took me there today. So we're both going with Toy Soldiers, and we will see what the rest of the audience does with that.
Toy Soldiers goes to the Elite Eight.
Maybe. Will it? We say it does.
Oh, well, sorry. From our perspective.
Yeah, for us it does. And now we've got one more matchup to hit tonight. And let's do a quick fight.
2 songs enter. 1 song leaves.
All right.
Number 7 seed, Tell It to My Heart by Taylor Dayne, was released in the summer of 1987. It reached number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. In the second round, Dayne smacked down lip sync masters Milli and Vanilli, ending the Cinderella run of the Cinderella. I'm gonna try that again. Ending the Cinderella. God damn, man! You know what? Here's the thing: is the heavy metal bracket has affected me so much that I can't even say Cinderella
because they're
it's so distasteful
bad.
to me.
Yeah.
So here we go, one more time.
Yeah.
Dayne smacked down lip sync masters Milli Vanilli, ending the Cinderella run of 15-seed Girl You Know It's True, with Dayne hoarding 67% of the vote, all to herself.
Wow, that's a much wider margin than I anticipated. I thought Milli Vanilli might take that one, and ended up being a 2-to-1 ratio on that vote.
Oh, poor Rob, poor Fav.
Yeah, that's whichever one is still alive, I feel bad for.
No one knows. They don't know which of them is still alive.
Even they don't know.
Yeah, I know. He walks on the street. Am I Rob?
Which one am
or
I?
am I Fav?
Well, the final song to make the final 4 of this region is 11 seed 2 of Hearts by Stacey Q, Joe. Oh, wow. And that song was released in summer of 1986. It reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, and to make it here to round 3, Ms. Q slipped past 80s juggernaut Rick Astley.
Rick!
So that's right. Stacey Q sent the big 3 seed Never Gonna Give You Up packing, completing the narrow upset by securing 52% of the vote. And Joe,
Rick Astley gave up.
he finally did give us up. And completing a Final Four in this region of all women, baby. It's all girl power all the time for these last four.
Yeah.
So no matter what happens, a woman will represent the singers region. So
Nice.
now it's up to us to decide, and our audience to decide, which women will be going forward. And so first thing we're going to do to finish the tale of the tape is listen to Tell It to My Heart, Tell It to My Heart, and Two of Hearts. Tell It to My Two of Hearts.
That's a lot of hearts.
That's a lot of hearts. But here we go with Taylor Dayne to start things off.
I feel the night explode when we're together. Emotion overload in the heat of pleasure. Take me up yours into your arms. Never let me go. Tonight I really need to know. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is this really love or just a game? Tell it to my heart. I can feel my body rock every time you call my name.
All right, a quick jump.
Tell me I'm the only one. Is this really? Tell it to my heart. Tell it to my heart. Tell me from the start. Tell it to my heart. Never make it stop. Take it to the heart. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is this really love or just a game? Tell it to my heart. I can feel my body rock every time you call my name.
All right, that's
Tell me I'm
Taylor Dayne's Tell It to My Heart. And now for something quite a bit different, and Stacey Q's Two of Hearts. Oh man, how are we gonna choose?
It's gonna be a rough one, man.
I never said I wasn't gonna tell nobody, no baby. But this love and I can't keep it to myself. Oh no. When we're together, it's like hot coals in a fire. Hot baby. My body's burning, so come on, heat my desire. Come on, come on. Two of hearts that beat as one. Two of hearts. I need you, I need you. Two of hearts that beat as one. Two of hearts. Come on, come on.
All right, needle drop.
Before I met you, I was falling apart. But now at last I really know what we are.
Oh, those drums.
Two hearts that beat as one. Two of hearts. I need you, I need you. Two of hearts that beat as one. Two of hearts. Come on, come on. Two of hearts that beat as one. Two of hearts. I need you, I need you. Two of hearts that beat as one. Two of hearts. Come on, come on.
All right, that's a couple minutes of Two of Hearts.
Hooah.
We've now heard a nice supersized section of each one. And now let's review what these songs did to get here. God damn it, Joe. It's Iko Iko all over again.
Well, Keith, it's the Jets all over again.
Love that one.
So number 7, Tell It to My Heart, has 85 points. I did not rank it. So it's 65 points from me, 20 from Keith. This is 100% Keith's responsibility.
Wow. Okay. Well, the inverse here is true. 2 of Hearts, 11 seed 2 of Hearts, got 90 points. So close. Joe, you gave it 25, and I didn't rank it. So this one's 100% your responsibility. So it is.
That's right.
It's the clash of the two guys having one song each in here. Let's find out if we like these songs, though.
That's the way it has to be, 'cause that's the way I like it.
I gotta be honest, this song fucking blows, Joe.
That's the way it has to be, 'cause that's the way I like it.
All right, Joe,
Yeah.
here we are. How do you feel about Tell It to My Heart by Taylor Dayne?
You know, I don't know. I like it. I don't love it. I like it. I guess I appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I appreciate it. How about you?
Yeah, I think it's pretty danceable, you know, like it's not in my top tier of 80s songs, but I really like
No.
it. Like it moves. She's got a very strong vocal, and it's got a strong beat and all that 80s shit going on.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's yeah, it's a like. It's a like from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about 2 of Hearts?
Man, I'm never ready for 2 of Hearts when I play. Like, I'm thinking, but right before I play it, I'm like, I don't think I really like this song. And then it's like, and I'm like, wait a second. And then I hear that, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess I kind of like it, you know? Yeah, I don't hate 2 of Hearts. I kind of like it. What about you? I think this is a big like for you.
You know, it's not a big like for me. I like it. It's again, it's stayed with me through the years.
It sure has. It's definitely, both of these are super recognizable
Yes.
tracks. Like neither one of them is going to just fade into the background. Like, what was that song again? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, they let us know what they are right up front.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we know if we like them, if we were the ones that brought him in. And now it's time to decide, Joe.
All right, for Donald.
Can you answer
And
the question?
let's start with whatever moves you to talk about. Which one do you want to discuss first, man?
Oh man, I don't. So you know, with both of these, I sat here, head down, listening, and "Tell It to My Heart" comes on, and I'm like, oh, clearly, "Tell It to My Heart." It is so 80s. The instrumentation is so 80s. The sound is so 80s.
Right.
Definitely "Tell It to My Heart."
Until
and
I
then-
played 2 of Hearts.
And then she came in with the "I Need," and I'm like, oh man,
Now what am I going to do, right?
yeah.
And
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
they have such different vocal stylings, right? Like
Very.
Stacey Q's got almost a timid kind of delivery, right? Like
Yeah.
2 of Hearts. And like Taylor
Yeah.
Dayne is fucking belting her shit out.
Yes.
If you know any of the other Taylor Dayne songs, I don't think she has a first gear. She has like a 4th gear and a 5th gear, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like one of the Knapp family cars where the shifter's broken, and you have to start it going down a hill, and then it's in 4th or something. But yeah, so the vocal styles are different. They both have different brands of 80s production, but I noted those electronic drums near the end of 2 of Hearts that were like, oh, they're very similar. A little lower key, but similar to Send Me an Angel electronic drum. Like,
Yep.
you know, I mean, Taylor Dayne's got that incredible synth happening, and that like so many programmed drum beats going on in there. Oh,
Yeah.
and that bell synth, ding, 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 ding.
And it drives through that song.
Yeah, and you know, so not an easy call for me, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe not for you either, but there's certainly no wrong answer here because
Yeah. No.
these are both super 80s songs, right?
Yeah. Either one of these gets through, I'm gonna be like, nah, that makes sense.
So for me, I think I might take it back because the kind of production is similar, I have one that's leaning a little more toward production, and I also have one that leans more experiential for me. I don't know. Do you have a more experiential one also? Like, are you...
Probably Two of Hearts was more experiential for me.
Yeah, whereas I'm leaning more Tell It to My Heart for me. I heard that one a lot more.
Yeah,
Maybe it was who I was dating at the time that was listening to that one more, whatever it was. I mean, they were around within a year of each other, and I definitely remember Two of Hearts. And like that, I don't know if I can... I'll use lowercase I, iconic. Like, the sound of Two of Hearts has got some moments in it that are like...
Yeah.
Stamped. Like, that is a hallmark of the 80s, that sound of like... just that very... like that very beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, you could vote for that alone right there.
That's true.
If
that was the extent of the song, it might be a stronger case.
And, and Taylor, that programmed drum beat, the hand claps and the... Oh, man. Yeah, so I guess I'm ready to render a verdict. It's going to be... Yeah, are you ready to do something about this? Do you have something?
Yeah. You're going first on this, so I think
yeah.
I can make it
You can get something together?
Yeah.
Well, I was leaning Tell It to My Heart. I played Two of Hearts, and it started to sway me, but I considered it more, and I've come back around, and I'm going to cast my vote for Tell It to My Heart. There's something a little more 80s in that one to me, experientially, and the more powerful driving thing felt more like the 80s stuff that I wanted to vote for on this one. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, you know what? I'm with you. I'm going to go with the Ethel Merman of the 80s, Taylor Dayne. She belted her way into my heart.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, that's tough, but you might, it's possible, want to vote for Stacey Q. That would be a very well thought out, perfectly great vote. At this point in the matchups, we got nothing but good songs left here, or at least very 80s songs. Yes.
Right. Yeah. So now, if you, no matter which you want to vote for, find us on our Substack, the80sest.substack.com. Come and tell us why you're voting for whichever one you're voting for.
Yes.
You can also find us on social media by searching for the 80s Est podcast. We should have a Blue Sky up and running within the next week or two.
Yes.
So look for us there.
I finally got myself over there.
Nice.
So now I need to get the podcast over there. Are you up on Blue Sky as well?
I have been for a long while.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. Well, I need to, follow you then, I guess.
All right.
If I'm not already, maybe I auto-followed you or something. But anyway, we would love for you to download us to your phone and listen to us while you wander around. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and of course, Scandinavia's favorite, Spotify. And just search for the 80s-est and click like or click subscribe and find us right there in your podcast queue when you head out to work in the morning. So
yeah, that was the most Scandinavian I could do that. I don't know.
It was.
I hope it read.
Well, listen back. I gotta listen back. It didn't come out.
Okay.
At least it didn't come out German. Like a lot of times.
That's true.
A lot of times I try to go Scandinavian and I end up going Arnold Schwarzenegger instead. And
Yep.
it's a mess.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it can happen, man. It can happen to the best of us.
It can, and it does. But that's all the time we've got for today's show. A nice brief one for a change. Join us next time on the 80sist when we'll finish round 3 completely by discussing the last 2 matchups in the Foreigners.
Still without Foreigner.
Thank you, Joseph. Region. And so until then, on behalf of Joe Walk, this has been Keith Marsteller saying, Hey, Joe, in high school, who do you think you most identified with, like thought you were like, from the Saved by the Bell cast?
Saved by the Bell. I mean, well, that came out my senior year, man, so I wasn't exactly watching tween NBC shows on Saturday mornings.
Well, sure. But, there was a geek archetype, Screech Powers, a jock archetype with A.C. Slater, and a popular charismatic preppy archetype, Zach Morris. Any of those strike you?
I don't know. I wasn't a jock, and I wasn't the biggest nerd in our school.
No, far
I
from
don't
it.
think.
No.
Pretty. Yeah, maybe close. I did wear polo. I did wear polo shirts. The collar popped up, so maybe preppy. But that doesn't really fit either, despite my overflowing charisma.
Well, that's okay. Let's not let gender define which thing you were. There were also 3 female characters for you to choose from on Saved by the Bell. There was rich girl Lisa Turtle, cheerleader Kelly Kapowski, and then the overachieving Jessie Spano.
Well, I didn't have any money.
So not the rich girl, yeah.
No, I achieved, but not quite. I wasn't even salutatorian, and I had school spirit, but I wasn't a cheerleader either.
God damn it, Joe. Are you trying to pretend that your personality fell somewhere between the cracks of all these stereotypes?
Yes. I guess that's what I am saying. Do you fall inside one of these narrow categories?
This isn't about me, Joe. Choose one.
I can't decide.
It's all right, because...
Because I am saved by the bell?
No, because nobody gives a shit.
You're fucking such a Zach.
Guilty as charged.
When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gets out of warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time. By the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the bell. If the teacher pops a test, I know I'm in a mess, and my dog ate all my homework last night. Riding low in my chair, she won't know that I'm there. If I can hand it in tomorrow, it'll be alright. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the bell. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the bell.
Wow. Joe, thoughts? Have you ever heard of? Do you even know the existence of Saved by the Bell?
No. I know of the existence. I never watched an episode. I have never heard that song before.
I had to look up some of those characters. Did any of those ring a bell at all? Like, did you?
No, yeah. I had some cultural awareness at the time, I know Screech, I know Zach, and I know that AC is that douchebag from.
Yes, right.
But,
he's like the Entertainment Tonight guy or whatever.
Right,
hell,
yeah, something like
Access
that.
Hollywood guy or something.
Right. And then one of the girls went on to go started on 90210 eventually, right?
Yes, that was the cheerleader Kelly Kapowski.
Okay.
Went on to be on 90210. Yeah, for sure.
Got it.
Yeah. One of our listeners, Jenny, was a production assistant on Cleveland TV5's Morning Exchange and had 3 of the Saved by the Bell kids on when she was a college intern there.
Oh, man.
And I got the impression they were kind of douches, like kind of full of themselves, but...
I am shocked.
I know. I have seen an episode or 2 of this somewhere. I can't remember what the circumstance was, but enough to know what they all look like, what they all sound like.
Right.
But, yeah, they're like bargain basement John Hughes type shit. It's like the very lowest form of John Hughes I don't know. To call it an homage would be a little too generous, I think. But,
Yeah.
Making those very narrowly defined. I mean, yeah, there's no Bender, but all the other ones are right there for you. You got the jock, you got the nerd, you got the athlete, right? You got the rich girl. You got anyway. Saved by the Bell became a phenomenon. It stuck around for years.
Yeah.
They made a college years version of it.
Yeah, then they did a reboot, I think.
And they've done movies of it, like reunion movies. Then they've done a reboot of it. And anyway, yeah. Let us know if you guys watch Saved by the Bell. I'd love to know if maybe some of our younger Gen X folks were into this. I think we aged out of Saved by the Bell.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so... All right, well, anyway, that's the end of the show. Joe, have a good night. We'll talk to you next time.
You too, man. Take care.